to you. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for showing up in such large numbers. So my story starts with why I did not take off the must-sees from a guidebook. Now this starts about 6 years ago when I made my first solo travel. This was 2 weeks in Italy. Now the problem starts here. As much as I dislike labels, if somebody asked me what kind of a traveler are you, it would have to be culture vulture. And it's not just about ticking off the landmarks, the popular tourist spots. If I'm at the Colosseum, I'll have to spend half a day, wait 2 hours for the guide to show up, and then follow them through the entire course. Or spend the whole day at Roman Forum. So whether it's Hampi or Italy, I've literally spent a lot of time listening to the audio guides and guides. So 2 weeks in Italy by myself, I realized that the sheer bliss of not having to sync up with anybody for the day, not having to kind of coordinate with anybody and ask them, look, what do you want to do today? I want to do this, should we do that? No, none of that. It was such a big pleasure. So Florence was to be my last stop of that trip. I was going to be there for 4 days. And I saw these, all these lonely planets and guidebooks that are actually overwhelming if you're on a short trip. And all of them, labeled the Gallery Uffizi, which is probably the equivalent of Louvre in Paris for Florence. And of course the Central Cathedral. Each time I pass by, I was staying right there, so each time I pass those, I see long queues outside each of these places. And I told myself I cannot waste my time in Florence. I've been itching to see this place for so many years. I'm not going to spend 4 hours a day standing in a queue looking at many more paintings that I've seen before this. And I thought to myself, I said, each one of these people who are waiting in the queues are like such art connoisseurs? Maybe they are, good for them, but there's a limit to what I can do for myself. So fast forward that to November 2015 last year when I made another solo trip, this time to Sri Lanka. But this time it was decidedly laid back. I did not pick up a single guidebook, I did not look up to Google. All I knew was, because I had done more culturally active trips before that year. So I said I'm just going to go enjoy the place. I've heard a lot about it. It's rich in nature. Let's see what that is like. So I reached Colombo. This was about to be for 1 week or so. I reached Colombo. And for those who haven't been, I'm sure a lot of you have, but the train journey from Colombo to the down south of the country is probably the most beautiful experiences. The train goes along the coastline. At most places, you have nothing between you and the coast and the sea. So it's a very beautiful journey. I did that, and that's when I started soaking in the nature and the beauty of the place. So I made 2 stops. One was at a town called Ikagua, which is about halfway through the southernmost tip of the country. And I realized that as a solo traveler, it suddenly came to me that you become so much more approachable. Whether you're in a small dining place or a big restaurant where you're binging on a crab by yourself, the service staff is so friendly. The other travelers who are around, the other guests, suddenly everybody's talking to you and you hear their stories, you share your stories. It's a very different experience that I wouldn't have expected myself to so easily get. And also I want to point out that being a woman, I would be a bit cautious about doing these, but especially Sri Lanka, I've never felt safer in my life. The people are so friendly. I have a penchant for kind of getting lost on these trips because I refuse to ask for directions. And I only use the small maps that the hotels give away. So I end up walking, and I'm walking in the opposite direction from where I'm supposed to go. And this car stops next to me. This is in Sri Lanka. I've never been there. I don't know anybody there. And this guy is like waving happily at me and saying, "Ma'am, where are you going? I'll drop you." I'm like, "Sorry, I'm not sure of this for you." And he's like, "I'm the manager. You were at my hotel last night, and you stayed with us for 2 days." And I'm like, "Wow, okay, sorry, but I'm okay. I think I'm fine." He's like, "I don't know where you're going. Which way do you want to go?" And then he directed me. I'm pretty sure he was being very nice about it. I didn't take him up on the offer for some reason. But so food connected me with a lot of other people. Help came by at the most unexpected points. And this is when my most beautiful moment of the journey happened. So I had chosen, this was my luxury bit of the trip. I checked into a place in a town called Talpe, which is about half an hour further south from Gaul. And this place was right at the edge of the ocean. Like they literally have to put sandbags along their parapet wall because it's a very rough sea. So I was there, I checked in, and the customer relationship manager comes up to me and says, "Ma'am, you were spending 2 days with us, why don't you, we'll help you, you can go to the temple, you can go to the safari, you can go to the sunset point, you can go to another property." And I just gave them a blank look and I said, "Okay, none of that, I'm not here to do any of that, I'm just going to enjoy the sea here." So there I am, literally the most memorable 1 hour of my life, if I can say so. I was all by myself. I went down the little steps. So all of the rooms overlook the sea. There's nothing between you and the sea. I went down the steps. There's a little patch of sand. Otherwise, it's a pretty rocky seashore. Just that 1 hour by myself, nobody around me. In that water, sand on me, the sun burning down on me, the salt in the water burning my skin. And I'm not exaggerating, if you actually look at the map, there is nothing beyond that, right up to Antarctica. So I can happily tell myself that probably there was nobody beyond me. It's unlikely there was a human being in that line of sight. So I've been propagating solo travel a lot since I've done these 2 trips, especially to women for some reason, because I feel at any point in your life when you feel you want to cut out the noise and just live by yourself purely, breathe in a new place, soak in a new place, I think it's the best way to experience that. I have nothing against group travels. I love my group travels. I'm very thankful to the company I've always had, and I will definitely do a lot of more those. But I think it's a very good way to balance what you experience in life. And to sum it up, it reminds me of this conversation my cousin had with me about 15 years ago. And he grew up in the mountains, hills, and they were always biking and mountaineering. And so I met him after a long time. So I had these puppy-eyed big brother in front of me, and I'm like listening to his stories. And he says, "Yeah, all these adventures, you should try out something once." I'm like, I'm really not the biking, hiking, mountaineering, risky adventure types. I'm sorry, it's not for me, but sure, it sounds great. And he said something that has stuck with me. He said, "You have to define your adventure for you. You have to surprise yourself. You have to come out of your comfort zone, and that will be your adventure." So solo travel for me has been my adventure, but I have decided I don't need to pick off anything or choose to pick off what I want to. Thank you.
Any questions? We usually open it up. Anyone, any questions?
Do you see any whales?
I wanted to do that, but next time. That place is another further 1 hour away from where I was. So logistically,
One of the things that people usually say against solo traveling is who's going to take your photos, right? Have you guys heard this? This used to be a thing back in the day. Then they invented the selfie stick, and it changed the world forever.
I anyway hate facing the camera. I hate selfies, so solo travel works.
But I do have a question there. Did you find it easier to speak to people when you were alone versus when you traveled in a group?
Actually, yes, because I felt although Sri Lanka is very high on tourism and everybody wants to kind of push an agenda, obviously. But literally, I had moments when I'm walking down the streets of Colombo and there are people still start walking with me and they're like, "Ma'am, where are you from?" And blah blah blah. And they just start talking. And I have no qualms about talking to them. I mean, I know I'm just going to go away, it's going to be a 2-minute conversation, what's the harm? So it was easier for them to approach me, hence it didn't matter. I mean, yeah, it just didn't matter.
Any other questions? What's next on your solo travel plan?
It's slightly difficult because I'm kind of bitten by the tango bug now. So the next trip probably would be to a tango festival, and that shouldn't be soon. There are a lot of them, but I really like Jaisalmer. It has a charm that no other place has. small town near Florence which is called San Gimignano. These two places probably top the list.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you.
I think the tango sounds like an excellent